For the last decade, we've been trying to find ways to engage the most severely affected people with severe opiate use disorder, heroin users, that haven't responded to the standard treatments.
I came out west here and I got into a bad car accident. Everybody else in the vehicle got killed but me, but I got hurt pretty bad. I spent a year in the hospital in Kelowna. I became addicted to morphine due to the pain. Like I was on morphine in the hospital the whole year, and then I was prescribed it once I was released. So after a few years of being on morphine and then moving around, it's hard to find a new doctor, especially a doctor that'll prescribe you morphine. I started buying it on the street.
So there's now evidence to support 2 injectable treatment options to engage those most severely affected folks. And we need more options. We need every tool in the toolkit. Everybody who's suffering from illicit heroin use needs to be attracted into care.
Everything's changed, actually. I'm doing fantastic. I feel really good.
I mean, no street drugs at all then, right?
No, I don't feel the need to anymore.
The problem is a problem of drug prohibition. Essentially, drug prohibition has always made more concentrated products. During alcohol prohibition, you couldn't buy beer and wine, you could only buy spirits, and as the problem of drug prohibition expands, opiates become more concentrated, and the natural outcome of that process is overdose deaths.
We have this fear that you're going to use opioids or become addicted or stay in your addiction and force you to use the black market to access opioids, which is a deadly market, rather than acknowledging that you may continue using opioids in a reasonable course of treatment or just in a safer way, and stay alive to figure out your substance use disorder or your addiction.
You know, we have the problem with the fentanyl that's being introduced. I don't think there's a heroin you could go test that doesn't have fentanyl in it now. You know, it's like Russian roulette for some of these people that are coming in from the suburbs, say Surrey or whatever, and they're coming down and trying the drugs out. Most people are dying.
This is one part of the solution and an essential part of the response to the fentanyl crisis. We need to engage those most severely affected folks because they are at risk. And I would point out that of the 150 patients that we have on treatment here, no one has died.
Well, we've had periods in Vancouver of significant overdose crises, and we are continuing to see that problem. We've attempted to move forward with solving the problems with things like Insight, which is a fabulous program. But the problem with Insight is they don't provide the drugs. People walk into Insight with unknown drugs of unknown purity and unknown concentration. And so we need to actually take the next step forward and start supplying the drugs.
Try a couple of years downtown without, you know, this program. See what it's like getting up every day, having to look after a habit. It's not glorious, it's not fun, right? It's survival, you know? And there's a lot of people that don't survive it.